Mike Van Zutphen, USPTA Master Professional, and today's video is going to encompass 8 specific exercises in the development of players for movement, ball position, execution, timing, concentration, control, and consistency. These exercises are essential ingredients in the development of a tennis player, and we will show you these drills. The first drill is called the box drill, and it is the box drill to the outside, which the balls tend to go about 12 or 25% of the time in a tennis match. So this drill covers the outside portion of the court. Drill number 2 will cover the box drill to the middle court, okay, which is again an area of the court where the ball will tend to land. Okay. Third drill is called the center court drill, which is the movement of the shots or balls played to the middle court. Fourth drill is a 4-cone drill, which encompasses 2 types of movement, a turn and drive and a shuffle drill. Okay. The 5th drill is called first volley, and this drill is practice of the first volley without using the serve and the first progression in the development of serve and volley. The 6th drill will be serve and volley itself, and that drill is an advanced tactic where players use that exercise to come forward and control the front court. The 7th drill will be a passing shot exercise with a volley, and then we're going to show you that exercise where the player has to practice a defensive skill as well as an offensive skill. And the last drill is up-back, which practices the middle court portion, where the development of the player from the middle court to the front court. Here you can see that I'm keeping all players active and busy in the activity of drill development. Players are shadowing in the back while the actual hitting of the balls is done in the front. The first part of the exercise, you'll see that they shuffle around the 3 cones and then position themselves to execute to a specific target. Now, this exercise can be done in different ways. I happen to use cones. You could make chalk marks on your court to use the position of the players, and they're executing to the outside portions of the court. Notice that's why it's called a box drill to the outside. All right? And they switch after 8. You could use this for 12. 16 players could be doing the same exercise on one court. Okay? All right, now watch them shift, and here we go. Now this is the outside portion of the stroke. Typically, you give your players a goal of making X number of shots. They do 8-shot sequences, which is about a 30-second time frame. And in our training, we're at a ratio of about 1 to 2 right now. And then as they get more fit, we go 1 to 1, and then decrease the rest period. So this is about 1 to 2 ratio, and they're adjusting, executing, concentrating, trying to make 8 balls in a row. Now we're training these players to hit from the center court, and this is the second drill, and it's called box court drill to the middle. And really what it's doing is teaching the player from the middle position of the court to execute directionally correct. Okay? So their feet are doing somewhat the same characteristic, but they're practicing a shot from more towards the center portions of the court. There are 3 lanes or alleys in the court. Like bowling alleys. There's an alley to the outside, which is about halfway between the center service line and the single sideline. An alley from the other side on that side. So there's 3 bowling alleys. And they're practicing in the 2 outside alleys right now. And this is only 25% of all shots in tennis land to those portions of the court. whereas 75% of the shots in tennis land towards the middle portion of the court. So this is drill number 2, and we call it box drill to the middle. And really it's practicing and complementing the footwork exercises that we have Robert Page doing for TMI and the training of their footwork. Notice the outside foot comes around on each side. They balance themselves, and then they do that little step around with the back foot, which allows weight transfer to be consistent. So that's why we do that. We have these players do this, and then there's no inactivity. So everybody on the court has an activity or a program, rather than just having kids stand around and watching. This is good for high school coaches, college coaches. This would be good for anybody who wants to organize their lesson in an activity that's very, very good for their development. All of these players are hitting to the backhand corner. And usually at the beginning stages of tennis and at the advanced stages, the top players pick on the individual's backhand, not the forehand. So we're having them target specifically to that half of the court with the execution of their shots. This is called the center court drill. Again, all players are active in the participation of the practice. The exercise is designed so that the players learn to adjust to the ball from the middle court position and then still execute directionally correct. So notice that the players are running around a specific ball that's placed to the center position of the court. This can be done either by feeding. I happen to use a ball machine because it's easy, and then I can be right here on hand with the development of the player. Okay, and then work through the physical portion of their practice. Now notice each time that I've got an 8-ball sequence again. There's about 30 seconds for each player on the execution of the shot. Now notice they're moving around the ball that's being placed to the center while the outside players are shadowing and practicing their movement that the box drill that you just saw. Now this is a shuffle exercise, or a dynamic where they shuffle forward to set the feet to get around and organize themselves so that they can execute in the middle court. Remember, 75% of the balls that are played in a match land more center court and not to the outsides.